Good morning, student. I am Dr. Indramal Goyal. Today we will discuss about life insurance of partners. Most of the partnership firm purchase life insurance policy on life of the partners because death is certain, but the date of death is uncertain. A partner may expire on any date. In such a case, whatever capital is invested by the partner in the firm becomes payable to his legal representative. If it will be paid out of the resources of the firm, then it will certainly affect liquidity of the firm. So, purchasing the life insurance policy on life of the partner is one of the remedial measures to safeguard the liquidity of the firm. So most of the partnership firm purchase life insurance policy. The basic feature of life insurance policy of the human being is that the sum insured of the life insurance becomes payable immediately after the death of the insured person. In case of partnership firm, life insurance policy is purchased generally equal to the amount of capital invested by the partner, so that in the event of the death of that partner, the sum insured will be realized from the insurance company, and the amount so received by the firm can be applied for payment to the legal representative or heirs of the deceased partner. For this purpose, partnership firm will have to pay a very small amount as annual insurance premium. Insurance premium on life of the partners is paid by the firm out of the profit, which will be very convenient to pay. But the big advantage is that the sum insured will be received in case of death of the partner. It will be received by the firm, which will be distributed among all the partners, but the amount so received can be used for payment to the legal representative of the outgoing partner or the deceased partner. So in this way, the liquidity of the firm will remain intact, because whatever amount is paid to the legal representative of the deceased partner is received from the insurance company, for which a very small amount of premium was paid every year out of the profit, and it was treated as expenditure of the business. Now, what are the types of policies that can be purchased by a firm on the life of the partner? Basically, there are two types of policy, that is individual life insurance policies and a joint life policy. Today we will discuss about individual life insurance policy. When separate life insurance policies are purchased by the firm on life of each individual partner, then it will be called as separate life insurance policy. Suppose there are three partners A, B and C. Their P&L ratio is 3:2:1, and they purchase three separate policies on life of A, B and C, and their sum insured is sum insured. It may also be called as sum assured. That is the total amount of life policy which will be payable on its maturity or on death of a partner, insured partner, before expiry of a specific term of insurance. You know, life insurance policies on life of the human being can be purchased for 20 year, 25 year, 30 year, 40 year, depending on the age at the time of purchasing the life insurance policy. If three separate policies are purchased, say age policy draw of rupees 80,000, beach policy is of rupees 60,000, and C's policy is of rupees 50,000, depending on their capital. If C expired after 2 years, in such a case, sum insured of C's policy, rupees 50,000, will be received from the insurance company. And the premium payable on the policy is suppose rupees, annual premium. Annual premium is suppose rupees 4,000, rupees 3,000 and rupees 25,000. 4,000 plus 3,000 plus 2,500. That is, rupees 9,500 will be paid by the firm every year out of the profit. It will be treated as expenditure of the business, and there will be three separate policy of A, B and C. In case of death of C, rupees 50,000 will be received from insurance company. Rupees 50,000 is received by the firm from the insurance company. So it will be distributed among A, B and C in their mutual ratio 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. What will be the amount? Out of rupees 50,000, amount to be credited to A, B and C in their mutual ratio 3:2:1 will be rupees 3 by 6 of 50,000 rupees, 25,000. And 1 by 6 of rupees 50,000 will be rupees 8,333. And 2 by 6 of rupees 50,000 will be 16,667. You know why we have distributed the amount of each policy among A, B and C. The reason is that the premium on life policy of all the partner was paid by the firm out of the profit of the firm, and you know, profit of the firm is the result of joint efforts of all the partners of the firm. So any benefit derived by the firm due to payment of a certain amount will be distributed or credited to all the partners of the firm in their mutual issue. Now, we have distributed sum insured of C among A, B and C. On that date, on the date of death of C, there will be some surrender value on policies of A and B, which should also be considered, and C's legal representative must be credited out of the surrender value of A and B's policy. What is surrender value? It is that amount which is likely to be received from the insurance company on a particular policy before its maturity or before the death of the insured partner. Surrender value of a particular policy may be given in money term, or it may be given at a certain percentage of amount of sum insured of the partner's policy. Surrender value of the policy will increase from year to year on payment of premium by the firm. It is calculated by the insurance company on the basis of sum insured, amount of premium paid, and the number of years for which the premium has been paid and the policy remained continued. Suppose in case of death of C, the surrender value of policy of A and B is 40%. % of sum insured. Sum insured of A's policy is 80,000 and its 40%, 8 for 32. It will be rupees 32,000. And surrender value of B's policy will also be 40% of sum insured, and sum insured of B is 60,000 and 6 for 24. It is 24,000. So the total value of sum insured of A and B policy is equal to total surrender value of A and B policy is 56,000. 56,000. So in 56,000 we will calculate the share of C. that is 1/6. $56,000 divided by 6. 6, 9 is 54, 2 बचा, remaining 2, 20, 6 3 is 18, again remaining 2, 0, 3, 0.33. So amount to be credited to C in surrender value of A and B policy will be 9,333.33 and share of C in his own policy will also be 8,333. So total amount to be credited to C in this case will be 8,333 plus 9,333. Approximately it will be 17,666.33. So this is the case of individual life policy. Again I am revising. Partner are A, B, C. Their ratio is 3:2:1. Their sum insured is 80,000, 60,000 and rupees 50,000. Annual premium paid by the firm is 4,000, 3,000 and 2,500. Total amount 9,500 every year. Surrender value of A and B policy is 40% of sum insured 80,000 and 60,000. So it is 32,000 and 24,000. Total of surrender value is 56,000 and out of 56,000 C will get 1/6. His share is 1/6. 1/6 of 56,000. So total 9,333 in the surrender value of A and B and 8,333 in his own policy. So this is the case. Now what will be journal entries in the book of the firm? The journal entries for payment of the premium will be life insurance policy premium account debit to bank every year rupees 9,500 will be paid by the firm. If it is treated as expenses of the business, the second entry to be passed every year will be profit and loss account debit to insurance premium on life of A, B and C. These two entries will be passed every year till all the partners survive. In case of death of the partner, any one of the partner, his policy will be matured. Suppose in this case the C is expired, then the amount will be realized rupees 50,000. The entry will be bank account debit to C's life insurance policy account. Rupees 50,000 will be received, being amount received on death of C. And the second entry in the year of death for distribution of sum insured of C, the entry will be C's life insurance policy account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital. C's life insurance policy account to be debited by 50,000, to A rupees 25,000, to B rupees 16,667 and to C's capital account will be rupees 8,333. In the year of death, the premium will be paid at beginning of the year and the entry will be life insurance premium account debit to bank by rupees 9,500. It will be passed every year. And one more entry for giving the credit in the surrender value to the deceased partner's representative by this amount. 9,333 will be given by A and B to the legal representative of C, and for this purpose the entry will be A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to C's capital. A and B's capital account will be debited in their gain ratio, because in case of death of C, his share will be now taken by A and B. So their gain ratio will be 3:2. New ratio will also be 3:2. So this 9,333 will be given to C's representative by A and B. So the entry will be A's capital account debit 3/5 of 9,333 and 2/5 of 9,333. The entry will be A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to C's capital. Thank you.